The MG ZST, with more tech, more safety with 360-degree camera, and more peace of mind. From 25,490 drive away, the award-winning MG ZST. It's the more you've been looking for.
On air, online, and on your smart speaker. Autobahn Mackay. Top gear, low prices.
Here's News Briefing.
Unemployment rates reach a 13-year low. Australia to provide more support to Ukraine, and why a trip to the mechanics could soon get a whole lot cheaper. Hi, it's Isabelle Everett here with your national briefing. Australia's unemployment rate has fallen to its lowest level in more than 13 years. It's sitting at 4%. Employment Minister Stuart Roberts says Australia is one of the few countries which has more people employed now than before the pandemic.
Unemployment today at 4% is the equal lowest since 1978. An extraordinary set of economic numbers that show the strength and the resilience of the Australian economy.
The Ukrainian president has addressed US Congress begging the West to help create a no-fly zone above his country. It comes as Russian forces have bombed a theatre where hundreds were sheltering in Mariupol, the number of casualties not yet known. While the US president has called Vladimir Putin a war criminal, Joe Biden also announcing an extra $1 billion in aid. Our PM, Scott Morrison, says he's been in talks with other Quad leaders and more help will soon be on the way for Ukraine.
I spoke to the Ukrainian Prime Minister yesterday. I'll be having a bit more to say in the next few days about additional support the Australian government will be providing in this effort.
The PM has also hit back at claims his campaigning in WA is holding up the rollout of flood recovery funding. There were claims Scott Morrison is yet to sign off on a $1.4 billion package put together by New South Wales as he's on the West Coast, but he says the request only came across his desk on Tuesday night.
The National Security Committee met for several hours yesterday. I was here in Perth and was at that meeting, as was the Attorney General. We've been able to finalise some arrangements today. The Minister for Emergency Management will be making announcements further on those issues.
While a Liberal MP in New South Wales has quit Parliament over the flood support rollout, Catherine Cusack labelling it unethical. She's raised concern the government has shown favouritism towards coalition-held seats. Meantime, disaster assistance has been extended into 2 more LGAs in Queensland, with residents in Croydon and Etheridge now eligible. A powerful earthquake has rocked Japan's northeast coast, the 7.3 magnitude tremor, leaving at least 2 people dead and dozens of others injured. And a trip to the mechanics could soon get a whole lot cheaper. Canberra is introducing reforms in July which will force manufacturers to share info with repairers at a fair price, ending a bit of monopoly across the industry. The idea is that drivers will have more choice when it comes to who does the repairs as a result.
Whenever you're working near power lines, plan ahead and check power line locations with the Ergon Look Up and Live app. Download from the Apple or Google Play Store.
In the AFL, 2 more clubs have been hit by COVID cases. Hawthorn has lost skipper Ben McAvoy and Luke Bruce as they prepare to face the Kangaroos. The Swans have also been impacted but won't reveal the players' names. Round 1 continues tonight with Carlton and Richmond at the G. To the NRL, and star halfback Nathan Cleary is on track to make his return for Penrith in round 4. The skipper continues to recover from off-season shoulder surgery, with Sean O'Sullivan again named in the number 7 jersey for the clash against the Dragons on Friday night. Coach Ivan Cleary impressed with how his halves clicked in the win over Manly.
I was pleasantly surprised by how well everything went on the night. I think Sean's job was made easier by the fact that everybody else did their job as well. So if we can do that again tomorrow, then I'll be happy.
Round 2 of the NRL gets underway tonight. The Bunnies taking on the Storm in Melbourne, who will be without Brandon Smith since he broke his hand last week. And Alex Deaton was gutted after being knocked out of Indian Wells. The Curios now the only offer left to take on the
Cloudy afternoon for Mackay and the Whitsundays today. 30 degrees the top, dropping to 23 tonight, partly cloudy and 31 tomorrow. And our listener app is your new home of local news. Download the app now to listen live or on demand.